Hi everyone, my name is Sydney Mulholland and I'm an occupational therapy student here at the American Stroke Foundation from the University of Kansas Medical Center. For today's video, I'm going to talk about grocery shopping after a stroke, as well as some things to look for at the store when you're shopping. You might be wondering why an occupational therapist would care about grocery shopping. OTs want to support you in the tasks that you want to do and you need to do, and this includes tasks like shopping, preparing food, and much more. We consider grocery shopping or any type of shopping an instrumental activity of daily living. These are the activities that support you in your daily life within your home and within your community. From an occupational therapy lens, in this chart on the right, these are some of the things that we look at and consider when it comes to any activity, but here, grocery shopping. First, I would consider mobility. This would include how you're going to get around the store and how you're going to reach items. For strength, we'll consider things you may be able to lift and pushing a cart or holding a basket. Education, the thought process would be learning about nutrition and living a healthy lifestyle and knowing the right choices to make at the store. Communication, how you might communicate with the workers there. And cognitive skills that you might need in order to go grocery shopping, such as memory. I'll start by breaking down the process of grocery shopping by starting with planning. Planning is something you can do for the week, even if you may not be the one that's actually going to the grocery store. Most people find a good amount of time to plan for at once is a week. Once you decide what sorts of meals you would like to make for the week or other staples you need, it's time to make a list. This includes ingredients for your meals, healthy snack options, and pantry or refrigerator staples such as eggs. I'll have some more ideas for meal planning on the next slide. The day of the grocery trip, you're going to want to consider how you'll get around the store, whether this is a personal mobility device or a motorized scooter, who's going to be there with you if you would like or need someone to come with you, and how you might communicate or interact with the workers at the store. When it comes to making a list, there are many different ways you can do this. If you prefer not to write, but to be able to take something in your hand to the store, one option is a printed list. If you want to be able to reuse your printed list, you could slide it into a protective sleeve or laminate it, and then each week you could use a dry erase marker to check what things you need on the list. Another option is a phone list in something like your Notes app. This allows you to check things off. It also allows you to add things by voice if you wish to do that. Another great option is using the Hy-Vee app if this is where you shop. The Hy-Vee app allows you to add things to your list, see what's on sale, and then also you can see what aisles each item are in so you can find them easiest. Let's dive into making the list a bit more. So start with staples. These are things that you eat or need from the store every week regardless of what meals you're cooking. This may include fruit, eggs, milk, and other pantry needs like grains or pasta or rice. Next, let's plan your meals. First, consider how many people you'll be feeding for the week. For lunch and dinner, think about including a protein source, a carb option, vegetables, and a healthy fat in each meal. Some snack ideas include lightly salted or unsalted nuts, unsalted pretzels, low-fat yogurt, fruit, or raw vegetables. For breakfast, consider choosing one or two ideas and sticking with those the whole week. Some examples would be low-fat yogurt with fruit, an omelet with vegetables, oatmeal or overnight oats with fruit or nuts. Once you figure out what you'll be eating for the week, consider organizing your list by category. For example, put all the fruits and vegetables near each other because those are near each other in the store. Same with dairy and eggs. Before you go to the store, it might be helpful to think about and find a time that the store won't be too busy. This will mean the store is less crowded, and there will likely be more workers available should you need any help. You can call ahead to the store and get specifics of their busy times, or in general, stores are usually less busy during weekday mornings or early afternoons. Then you need to determine how you'll get to the store and how you'll get around in the store, whether this is a personal mobility device or an electric scooter that the store might offer. Going to the same store each week can help you have a successful trip because you're more familiar with where things are located and may become familiar with some of the workers there. If you need help finding or reaching an item, find someone to ask. The workers are there to help you and will be more than willing to support you. My last tip for navigating the store is that you can usually find produce, meat, and dairy around the edge of the store, and then the aisles in between include things like grains, cereal, crackers, bread, and other items such as condiments. Now I'm going to talk a bit about reading nutrition labels. These are something we can glance at the store to make a decision, or glance at home before we eat an item to make an informed decision and to know what's going into our body. Starting at the top, and it's highlighted in green in this picture, is the serving size. This is the recommended amount to eat at once, but the serving size is also important because that's what all the values below it are based off of, eating that specific amount. So here, it's 1 cup. As we move down, you'll see the calories. That's the calories for this specific serving size. Next, in the yellow, you will see the nutrients that you want to limit. This includes fat, cholesterol, and sodium. If you slide over to the right and look in the purple, that shows the daily value of that item as a percentage. This is the percent of the total amount of this item you should consume in one day. The guideline for looking at the daily value is if the percent is 5 or less, then that's a low value. And if the percent is 20 or more, then it's a high value. So here we can see there's fairly high levels of sodium in this item. Next, we see other nutrients in blue. These are things we want to make sure we get enough of in our diet, such as vitamins, calcium, and iron. I'll talk more on the next slide about specific considerations for maintaining a healthy blood pressure and how to find that on your nutrition label. On the right, on this nutrition label, I've pointed out 3 important categories to limit in order to keep your blood pressure within a healthy range. This includes saturated fat, cholesterol, and sodium. Just as I mentioned on the last slide, 5% or lower is considered a low amount, and 20% or higher is considered a high amount. If we look at this nutrition label, we can see all of the percentages for saturated fat, cholesterol, and sodium are low, which is great. To keep these values low, consider some of these swaps for snacks or meals throughout your day. This could be unsalted nuts or pretzels. This will help keep that sodium level of the snack down. Low fat or fat-free milks or yogurts whenever you're having dairy. And then whenever you're having canned goods, look on the can for a label that lists no sodium or no salt added. This can help support a healthy heart and good blood pressure levels. If you plan on going grocery shopping or shopping with any type of aphasia, here are some tips to make your trip more successful. You may not always need to use these, but if you're ever having trouble communicating or getting what you're trying to say across, these can be extra helpful. One recommendation from the National Aphasia Association is to consider bringing an aphasia card that describes what aphasia is and has your name and emergency contact information. The card on the right is provided from this association, and I can put the link in the description of this video. The card also has tips for whoever you hand it to read on the best ways to communicate with you. You could also consider taking pictures of items that you've run out of at home in order to easily find a replacement or ask for help if you need help finding it. Many grocery chains also have apps. These apps, you can make lists in them and it will show you what aisle the item is in. Nonverbal communication can also be a great way to help communicate what you're saying. Grocery shopping may sometimes seem like a big undertaking. Luckily, with today's technology, there are some great alternatives to going to the store and physically picking up every item and then going through checkout. One great option is Instacart. You can do this on your phone or on your computer, and it allows you to shop at a couple different local grocery stores. There's a $3.99 delivery fee per order for Instacart. Hy-Vee also offers a couple great options. You can order all of your groceries online or on your phone and then go ahead and pick it up curbside, and that option is free. Hy-Vee also offers grocery delivery, and that fee for that is $9.95 per delivery. There's also a Whole Foods local to Kansas City, and they offer free delivery within 2 hours if you're an Amazon Prime member. However you get your groceries is a great way, and these services can be a great support as well as a great time saver. Here are some of the resources I used to create this video.